Welcome to the One Lane Road podcast with Lucas and DK. I'm Lucas. That's DK over there, not ready.
I'm not introducing myself anymore.
Yeah. I think we said we were not going to do that, and I've done it every time since. Yeah.
Actually, you said we were going to do it, and you keep doing it.
That's literally what I just said.
I don't have anything for these listeners today. This is me being selfish. It's been 7 degrees this week.
My God.
I've had the stomach runs. I've had a cold.
Yeah.
You know what it is outside today? It's beautiful.
It's really pretty.
Do you know when these people are going to listen to this?
When it's
while they're while they're working or while they're driving to work. Guess what today is? It's our day off.
Yeah.
We're doing this because for the people.
Yeah. It's beautiful outside. You know what it was this week? Awful. Really bad. You know what we sound like? Two old men sitting here talking about the weather?
Yeah, but it's terrible.
Yeah, it's been bad. It's been real bad.
Don't bitch when it's 95, okay? Unless you want to. That's why I'd never do. I can't. I will go. I hate it. There's nothing I hate more.
Yeah, you can't hear yourself.
I just think it's terrible. I'd rather go to a Florida Georgia Line concert. How about that? Than go through this mess with this weather.
Oof.
I would.
Yeah.
I'd go in a box suite.
You're going a cornflake bar.
It's okay. It's not that big of a deal.
Yeah.
I don't like it. But I can't.
Let's pause just a second.
I'm not getting feedback in my headphones, people. It's what we're scurrying around
Let's
about.
pause just a second. Let me fix this. All right. Crisis averted.
Yes, I can hear myself. Now I can be on my game.
Yeah. Yeah. So, this is Sunday. And what's happening today? Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Are you really excited?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Are you?
The Cowboys playing the 49ers today?
Oh, they're in the same conference. It couldn't happen.
Oh.
That'd be an NFC championship game.
Patriots playing the
Rams. St. Louis Rams.
Yeah?
They're in Los Angeles now. Just testing to see if you knew that.
No, I didn't.
17 years ago today, Tom Brady won his first championship. Now he's going for number 6.
You know, a lot of people hate on Tom Brady, but I hope that he can get his 6th.
Yeah, I don't care either way.
Yeah.
I'm not a hater. I'm not a Tom Brady hater like a lot of people are.
Yeah.
You can't argue. We're sitting here watching greatness. We're watching probably the best ever quarterback in history.
Yeah.
Now, there's some 50-year-old man throwing a fit because Joe Montana is still in the conversation.
Yeah.
But I didn't see Joe Montana, and I did see Tom Brady since the start.
Well, how many Super Bowls did Joe Montana win?
Google it. I don't know.
Let me Google it.
4 or 5. Blasphemy to some people saying we don't know. We don't know the answer to this.
Let's see. Joe Montana. How many Super Bowls did Joe Montana win?
4.
4.
So he's already passed him. I thought
so he already holds the record at 5 then.
He's just adding on to it. He owns the Super Bowl record book.
Yeah. But how many Super Bowls has he won? He's won 5 now, going for 6, right?
So go back up. It says owns the record for wins, touchdowns, and yards. It's about all you need, ain't it, for your quarterback?
And it says, and that's not all. Most games played, he's played in 8. Most wins, 5. Most passing touchdowns career, 18.
It really is crazy to what we're watching. LeBron's played in how many ever finals in a row? 7, 8 since 2011. So 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. No, wait. Okay, 8 finals in a row.
Yeah.
Thank God for fingers. But, he played in the JV conference, the Eastern Conference. It's a little easier that's still impressive for LeBron to get to 8 finals in a row.
Yeah.
But to be in 8 Super Bowls, now 9 Super Bowls, that's pretty awesome. Because football, you can turn around. Basketball takes a little while to rebuild a team.
Mm-hmm.
Football, you can go from the Rams won 4 games 2 years ago, 3 years ago, whatever it was. Now here they are in the Super Bowl. So
here's some more of his stats. Tom Brady, other than the things we just mentioned, most passing touchdowns career, 18. Lost my place. Most passing yards career, 2576. Most passing yards in a game, 505. Oldest quarterback, 41. Most 300-yard passing games. He's had 4 of those in Super Bowls. Most passes without an interception in a game, 48. That's pretty good. Most pass completions career, 253, and most passes completed. Well, he says competed game, 43. Pretty good stats.
I mean, watching history for all the people griping about it, I can relate a little bit because of my old affiliation with the Lakers with Shaq and Kobe. All my friends hated watching every year in the finals. It was Lakers 4 out of 5 years, but that's just 4 out of 5 years. This guy has been doing it since 2002.
Pretty good.
In the last 2 years, I mean, whether you like it or not, the last 2 years games have been crazy where they got down 21-3 or whatever it was, 28. I can't remember the score at halftime. They were down to the Falcons and the Falcons, had the Super Bowl wrapped up. Everybody thought. Then here comes Brady willing that big comeback, and then last year, of course, just going back and forth with Philadelphia, and Philadelphia ended up winning it. And I still think they would have won. New England would have won if they'd had 2 more minutes.
Yeah,
you just never count out Brady. Like
now,
I said, I just appreciate
him and Bill Belichick problems calm down any? Because all through this year, the only headlines I've seen was that him and Belichick were having issues.
I don't even pay attention when I don't even remember that really. I remember there was something because, they tried to trade Gronk, which is his tight end, and that Brady kind of squashed that, and they had two backups for him. I don't know what they're going to do when he retires because they had Jacoby Brissett and Tom Savage. I keep saying Tom Savage, but it's Jimmy Garoppolo. Every time I see it, they're both two good-looking Scott Baio-looking guys.
Right.
So, anyway, Garoppolo and Brissett, and they traded both of them to keep him. And, I know they don't like his trainer being around, the TB12 situation that
what is it?
It's just the trainer that Brady, the program they've got Brady on, kind of clashes with their doctors and their everything. I don't do a lot of studying into the Patriots, but I mean, when you get that good though, and you have no competition, I mean, you have to. Sometimes it's internal that keeps you going.
Right. TB12.
I mean, to go back to, I always relate everything back to early 2000s Lakers because that's what I study the most. But that was the only competition they had in the league was themselves. I mean, the only ones that could stop them was them, and they always created inner drama to keep themselves going. Michael Jordan used to, create. He would read something in the newspaper, and that would fuel him all year long. So, Brady has to find stuff to spite him, to piss him off. I don't know.
It's kind of easy for him to find stuff that'll fuel him, though. There are a lot of people against
psycho.
him.
Yeah. But I mean, goodness gracious.
But all of those great people like that are psycho to some degree, right?
I just think we all should be appreciative. Everybody always wants to put stuff. Now, we've talked about this on the podcast before, whether you're a LeBron fan or a Michael Jordan fan. I mean, we're lucky enough that we got to watch them both.
Yeah.
And same thing. We're living in an era where we've got to see Brady and Manning and Breeze and like all these great quarterbacks. And I don't care about comparisons. I mean, to me, it's Tom Brady. And then the next two are Peyton Manning and Drew Brees fighting for that second spot.
Right.
And if Brees would have got there and got that second one and tied with Peyton, he's just equally as good as Peyton, in my opinion.
What do you think we're going to see tonight in the Super Bowl?
There was 2 games that stood out this year of the Patriots just getting roughed up pretty hard. You seen all these guys coming in, this attack from the inside on the line there, and the Titans roughed them up, and the Lions roughed them up, and that was 2 of Belichick disciples. They're Vrabel and I can't even think his name. Matt Patricia, who was a defensive coordinator for the Patriots, and they both knew their game plans, and they knew what the weaknesses was.
Yeah,
and they just sent people just rushing Brady, the whole time, taking him down. So, and they've got that with Aaron Donald. They got the best defensive player in football. They got they got Sue. I'm not on my game at pronouncing words today, apparently. Golly. But
Sue's a big guy, too.
Yeah.
Right?
He's more so like right now living off his name and his past and his reputation than he is anything, but he's still a problem, when you're playing with a guy like Aaron Donald. So, I don't know. It's just hard to bet against Brady, but the Rams they've got a good defense. They've got a good young quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
They got a coach that's got a spotter on the sidelines. They got the top 5 running back in the game. So, it's going to be fun. Everybody's saying, though, the people that are saying they're not going to watch the game.
Yeah.
I'm sick of it. I'm sick of it. You heard people saying that?
No, I don't talk to anybody about the Super Bowl other than you.
I just thought with the bullshitter you are, like, oh yeah, I talked to 3 people this week that said they weren't going to do that, but they're going to watch it.
Yeah.
It's the Super Bowl.
Right.
People that don't even like sports, other than you, are going to watch the Super Bowl.
Right.
All these people, I'm sick of watching the Patriots. Well, you're going to watch, okay? Well, you're the same. You're all the same people on Facebook putting. Now we're all Rams fans.
Yeah.
Today we're Rams fans. I don't care.
For anybody that's doesn't have cable or satellite, CBS Sports is streaming the Super Bowl tonight on the app, CBS Sports app. So if you got Amazon Prime or just regular apps, you can watch it.
That just shows you how much the world's changing.
Yeah,
we're
that's
talking
pretty
about
big.
streaming apps and doing the Super Bowl. And of course, I mean, it comes down if you don't care about the game. I do think it'll be a good one, and I'm fine either way. Look, I'm fine with Brady getting a 6th ring, or I'm fine with the upstart Rams. I mean, it's a good story for football. winning 4 games.
Yeah.
They fired Jeff Fisher, bringing this guru, Sean McVay, put together a good roster. I mean, Fisher had a good roster. He just didn't. I don't know, it didn't work for him.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm fine with them getting a championship. I don't care, but then you get your other group that just watches it for the commercials, which I think are the most overplayed.
Well, you know what the interesting thing is this year they're actually putting the Super Bowl ads out prior to the Super Bowl game. There's some of them
I think
out.
they've done that before
Have
too.
they?
I think recently, more recent years has done that. I just don't. I think that people, and I think I mentioned this maybe last week, so I'm sorry if I'm repetitive. I don't know what sometimes I don't know what we talk about on this show until people ask me about a show. And I'm like, oh yeah, we did say that.
Yeah.
We're just up here bumping our gums. But people act so like, oh, it's fucking hilarious. That was hilarious. Dude, you see that same commercial on a Tuesday through the week watching CSI, and nobody's going to bat an eye at a commercial. I think people act a little silly just because it's a Super Bowl commercial. You're supposed to laugh.
Yeah. They always put a lot more effort into them, it seems like to me, and then they'll cut that same commercial up and play it throughout the year, some abbreviated version of it. What I can't stand is I've not watched any of them, but I know there's going to be some political message embedded in every single one of them this year.
Probably now.
Yeah, it's going to be ridiculous. And even the Super Bowl halftime show, Adam Levine, he's taking so much flack for actually agreeing to do the Super Bowl halftime show because so many people didn't do it.
Because of Kaepernick.
Yeah.
Get real.
Yeah, Colin Kaepernick's lawyer is the one who's called out Adam Levine currently. And Adam Levine's going to, curb to the pressure too, because he said, just watch it. I'm going to speak through my music. There's going to be a message in it. Oh my God, just play the music.
Just take your sexy ass up there and play your music. You don't have to be anything political. If you're not, stop it, man.
Get out there and Bruno Mars around on the stage, and then
nobody. It's amazing how good football can be when we let all the political stuff
go away,
subside a little bit. I mean, I don't care, man, but goodness gracious, can we make it about the game? Can we make it about the show and the spectacle? Who cares if Rihanna doesn't play? I don't care if Rihanna plays or if she don't play. Who cares?
As long as the game still plays, it really doesn't matter who's at halftime.
And men,
they ought to just cut the halftime show as far as I care.
Well, and I want to tell any men that are watching, if you're or listening, but if you watch tonight, and if your wife or girlfriend or significant other, mistress, side piece, best friend, gay lover, or gay best friend because you are gay and it's your best friend, whatever the situation, whatever woman you're watching the game with, if she says she would not have sex with Adam Levine,
she's a liar.
She's a liar and a horse thief.
Yeah.
She would absolutely, if your back was turned,
succumb
to that good-looking son of a bitch and that money and those dance moves and that sexy beard and those tattoos.
Yeah.
Am I turning gay for Adam Levine right now?
You're not turning. I mean,
are.
But I understand.
Sexy.
I get it.
He's a good-looking guy.
Yeah.
He's no Mark Paul Gosselaar. We talked about.
Let's be serious. Mark Paul Gosselaar wishes he was Adam Levine.
Maybe.
Yeah. Maybe not. I don't know.
So you women, you just go ahead and you
fawn over Adam. Hey, I want to talk about somebody.
Travis Scott, though.
I don't know who that is.
If your wife, girlfriend, significant other, side piece says that she would not have sex with Travis Scott, just appreciate that and hope she's telling the truth.
Let me see what he looks like. Oh, I know this guy. He's an interesting looking cat.
Well, he's not as bad looking as I thought he was.
Yeah, he's interesting looking. Got a little bit of a lazy look to him.
That's in vogue, Lucas.
Lazy is in vogue right now.
I like to take.
He's ripped.
Yeah,
he's for sure ripped to shreds.
Well, yeah, there'd be some women probably.
Yeah,
have that too. I would like to actually come up behind him with a pair of trimmers and just
cut off some,
just right there, all that tarantula hanging up in his forehead.
I know this isn't news to anybody else but me, but my God, J.J. Watt is huge.
Douchebag, huge douchebag.
Is he?
No, he's not. He
may be. As far as
he raised all that money for Houston relief. He's not.
He's a monster, dude. I just saw a picture of him somewhere this week, and that cat is a monster.
Mm-hmm.
What position does he play?
I was watching. He's a defensive lineman.
Yeah. You was watching what?
Nothing. I was just looking at some of these pictures. He is a monster.
Yeah. Nothing. I don't
know. I'm just in a trance right now.
Yeah, you went trance on me.
Why did you just type in JJ huge? Was you
JJ Watt huge?
Was you looking for a penis picture to come up?
Yeah, that's what I'm looking for. Look at this picture. Look how big that dude is.
Yeah.
It's like 260.
You could look like that, Lucas, after you get through working out.
Yeah.
This guy.
Yeah, I think he's probably like 6 inches taller than I am, though.
So? Your arms could still look like that, Lucas.
Yeah, I know they could.
You should get a haircut like that.
Dude. I did get a haircut this week.
I know, I noticed. It looks great with your neck beard.
I trimmed my neck.
You didn't. You missed it. You missed it by about 2 inches. You look like Andrew Luck. Yeah. You're looking at J.J. Watt, but you look like Andrew Luck.
Who's Andrew? Oh, my God.
Type it. You're getting a remotely weird to his junk on that picture.
Who'd you say?
Andrew Luck, neck beard. That's what your beard looks like. Except he can grow it above the chin.
He is a baby.
That's a fake picture.
I was like, is that real?
That one. That's you right there.
Yeah.
Under the neck.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, maybe. Well, that's not real. That's Photoshop.
He destroys the Titans every time they play.
Yeah.
I hate him so much. Big Boy also joining the panel on Big Boy with an I.
Yeah, B.O.I.
B.O.I. from Outcast.
Joining the panel
That's good on the Super Bowl halftime show. It's good they incorporated some Atlanta rappers into that. I guess Jermaine Dupri was busy.
Oh, Big Boy. I see who he is now.
You remember him from Outcast.
Yeah. So the 2019 Super Bowl halftime show, Maroon 5, will have big hip-hop presence. I don't know if I would say big hip-hop presence. Yeah. Is he still relevant to the... For starters, Travis Scott and Outkast Big Boy. I don't know if he's still that relevant, is he, to call it big hip-hop?
Mm-mm.
Travis Scott is, though, right?
Yeah.
He said, Big Boy is my dude.
Why, yeah.
Why, yeah. Why not? Why not? So,
I'm gonna
predictions. Who you going with?
Rams 34-27. Well, I don't know. Maybe you got me. 34-27. Yes, Rams 34-27. I'm gonna go out on a limb.
Yeah,
I'm gonna bet against the greatest of all time.
And you're gonna say the Rams are gonna get him by 7.
34-27.
We'll see. I would say I bet you, but I don't know.
Just take a wild guess.
I'll say the opposite. 34-27, but the other way.
That's ballsy.
Yeah.
What
else you got? We talk about tiny houses.
I think. Well, first off, I think it's time for you to find a replacement almost on the show. We're gonna eventually lose every bit of fan base that we have. I find a way to ridicule somebody every show. I'm always pushing the buttons. Eventually, we're gonna have nobody because I just know how to.
I'll tell you this. I'll just ride it right to the end. I don't care. I'll ride this boat right into the rocks, and that's fine with me.
I find a new way to alienate our loyal listeners every week. Now, whether I'm not reading somebody's charity off, or I'm not asking the right person to open a show,
right,
or
Yeah.
Let's see. Calling out Brendan Gregory for sleeping till noon on a Sunday. He said, "Hey, I'm working 19 hours a day to make sure we got everything we want in this family. So God forbid me sleep my pretty ass in on a Sunday."
Yeah.
So I apologize to my boy. I don't apologize to everybody on this show, but I will apologize to Brandon Gregory, who does work his butt off. Yes, Brandon, you can have your Sundays. Jeremy Mackey, you're not in that category yet because I know what you do, and you're sleeping your pretty ass off. Well, let's don't get carried away.
I would say let's not put those two in the same category. Love you, Mackie. Not a good comparison. That's not a good comparison to put anybody in with.
Brandon's pretty.
I wouldn't wish that comparison on anybody. It's like a
curse.
Yeah, it's a curse. His wife, I don't know her that well. Brandon's wife, pretty girl. Not many times is the woman not the pretty one in the relationship.
Damn.
He's an attractive guy. I mean, that's just something she's got to live with. We've got to live with it. She's got to live with it.
Well, you'll never see a normal picture of Casey Gregory again. She'll be Snapchat filtering everything she puts on social media in chase of being a better looking spouse than her husband is.
Yeah. Yeah. She's pretty. She got some big shoes to fill.
Well, at least when I was trying to do a guy, he was a millionaire. You're trying to hit up a body guy from up the road.
My money don't bother me.
Money ain't a thing.
Money ain't a thing. Was that JD? Jermaine Dupree?
I think it is.
Yeah.
I think it was. Yeah. And then I was
Good
thinking that, but
callback.
I didn't want to say.
Mm-hmm.
I was afraid to say it.
Yeah.
So yeah, he said that I walked into a place the other night and a girl said, "I'm a freaking dog mom, DK." So
yeah, you
kiss
got
my ass.
Yeah.
You wouldn't believe the backlash
over dog moms.
Yeah, I mean, many women have messaged me
about being a dog mom.
Yeah, it's a big deal, isn't it?
Yeah, I guess.
And you ride your dog around everywhere.
Everywhere. Yeah.
But I've took a lot of flack from that.
That's funny. You can alienate the entire crowd if you need to, if that's what you need to do. Just alienate them.
Yeah. I love to give like our little rival hometown up the road here. I always give them a hard time.
Yeah, but they seem to enjoy it.
I think so.
Yeah.
Sometimes I've heard some few things back.
Dissenting arguments. Yeah.
It's usually all in good fun. It's usually got a little bit of truth to it.
Has Clint Eves texted you yet about us calling him out?
He's pissed.
Yeah, he's mad.
Roid rage is real. Clint Eves. I laughed again when I listened back to that show.
Yeah.
A lot of people was that we still get feedback, and I loved it. I seen Brittany Daly the other day, and she was actually one of the people that was a dog mom. She listens. She put on her Instagram story catching up on OLR, so it's kind of cool to see people.
Mm-hmm.
We expect it from Dotson's Branch. They do a hell of a job of promoting us, but when people else branch out and they're putting it on social media, it's always cool to see. So
yeah, let's talk about tiny houses. I want to get into it.
So yeah,
tell me the story that you saw about tiny houses.
Yeah, and this has been I screenshotted it on my phone several weeks back, almost a month probably ago, and we just hadn't had a chance to cover it on the show, so we are late to the game. But Salina's got so people were wanting to build a tiny house project in Salina, around people on the aldermen and the city officials, whoever votes on that kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
We're wanting to put a few tiny houses under 900 square feet up around the town, and maybe something good for fishermen to come into, nice little rental properties for fishermen that don't need a lot of space when they're coming into Salina. You know, if they're here for hunting, fishing, just for the lake, just for anything. And they've got cabins all around the lake. Del Hall, of course. A nice little, just small place, but it was voted down.
Yeah,
it was voted down, and then actually, with the worry that a attack of building little house villages in the city limits would happen.
Now, I'm afraid of attack by a pack of lions. That would
coyotes.
Coyotes for sure. Wolves for sure. A pack of bears would be bad. A pack of wild horses they bite you, right? You know what I'm not afraid of? A pack of tiny houses.
It's an epidemic, man.
Yeah. A pack of tiny houses sitting there that glaring ominously at me. They don't scare me any. That's not something that I'm gonna shudder at night about.
But in Salina,
Yeah,
it's an issue.
yeah. Now, do I care if somebody builds a 900 square foot house? Not a bit. I don't care a bit. If you want to build a 900 square foot house and that's all you can afford,
that's an eyesore.
Yeah,
that'd be an eyesore. Not that these 40-year-old trailer parks that they've got on both ends of the town.
Yeah,
that would actually probably be. I mean, you're looking at your typical single wide as you've pulled up here is 15 by 72 feet long, which equals how many square footage?
1,080. Yeah.
So you'd be losing
you'd be losing
180.
Yeah, about 180 square foot
for a new home.
Yeah.
Instead of a trailer park, and
let's give or take, it cost about $110 to $125 a square foot to build a house. So if you was going to build a low end 900 square foot house for $110, you'd pay $100,000 on one of these little houses. You're putting some really nice stuff into one of these houses at that.
Mm-hmm.
I'd live in a 900 square foot, $100,000 house that was really, really nice.
Well, in comparison to people that are freaking out at this 900 square feet, I mean, what's your common house? What, 1,500 square feet? Probably 2,000.
Yeah. Less than 2,000 be common, I would say.
Yeah, I would say 1,500 would be a good common
square
acre or
footage
for not square acres for sure.
Yeah.
But my dad, when my mom passed away, remodeled his store building.
Yeah,
the old block building, put some wood siding on it, new roof.
Looks really nice.
Looks great. 864 square feet,
and all he needs, right?
That's all he needs.
Yeah,
it's great. It's a cool little place,
and it looks fantastic.
So
you can do so much. You can, for the same money that you would build a 1,500 square foot house for, if you build 900 square foot, it can look so nice as compared to what you would get for 1,500 square foot.
So they they've just completely shut it down. So we're going to keep they want to build a hotel though. Hotel.
Yeah, because that'll work. Because that always works. Look around at all the old hotels; they look fantastic.
Everybody just is fleeing to Salina, Tennessee, to stay in a hotel.
Yeah,
you're going to stay on the lake in a cabin.
You know what the world is going to? Like, people are stopping buying things. There's a trend. People don't buy things anymore. People buy experiences. You know what kind of experience you get in a hotel? None. You get a hotel experience. People's had that. They have that. What they don't have is a tiny house experience.
People are stopping hotels to go do an Airbnb where they're living
all the time,
where they're staying in a stranger's house with a chance of being murdered and being featured in the next Lifetime movie.
Yeah,
just because hotels are getting so thing of the past.
Yeah, and look what Gatlinburg did. Did Gatlinburg go buy or build a bunch of hotels? No, they built a bunch of cabins.
I refuse to stay anything but a cabin when I go to Gatlinburg. Actually,
yeah. That's pretty short-sighted that they voted down
Salina.
Yeah,
a little redneck town and I'm not speaking just on Salina, but all these towns that are so caught up in being what they are and what they have been, rejecting new ideas.
Look, Honest Abe could go up there. They could get Honest Abe to go build 900 square foot log cabins to put along the river or wherever in the hell it is they're thinking about. Real nice 900 square foot log cabins and develop a little area for it. Man, that would look fantastic.
It would great.
And people would love to come stay in it.
But Gainsboro's a dying town. I mean, every little business that is opened on the square is shutting down.
Yeah.
I mean, for whatever, different reasons for all of them, but because people will not change in these little towns. And the same thing with Salina. I mean, you've got a lot more problems in these little towns,
and then on the other side of that, it's not the city's business what size house I want to build. I don't think that's an overstep of their bounds. Now there may be I think they said less than 960 square foot. Was nothing under 960 square foot, which is a really arbitrary number. And there may be a ban on trailer parks now. I know in a lot of cities have banned trailer parks. You can't put those anymore. I don't know if Salina has that or not. This could technically fall under that. So that may be a thing. that if that was the case, that would be fine. That would already be installed, but that's not what they said. I don't believe they.
Don't you think these people that's living in these old trailer parks would like to have an upgrade of something
You
if
would
they,
think.
if they could get something at a similar rate?
Yeah, yeah.
You know, I don't think 180 square feet is going to be. No, would you want 3 kids living in a 900 square foot house? No,
Probably couldn't live in a
no,
yeah.
absolutely not. But
I mean, apartments in Cookeville are probably 900 square foot, or less.
yeah, I guess so. Probably the bedrooms are so. I don't know. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know. Well, I don't know. I'm just curious to know because I mean, most of them are 2 or 3 bedroom. You know, like
Yeah.
the ones we lived in were 3 bedroom.
Yeah,
You don't have a lot of room anywhere. You fit 80 people on a Thursday night at a party apartment.
yeah. I mean, 80 people fit in there just fine.
Yeah. Yeah. So I don't know. I think it's silly. Worry about getting the drugs up off the streets out of here. And,
Yeah, let's not worry about how
get
big the houses are.
the unemployment rate that's in the
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe it's something for Geraldo to look into.
Yeah. Yeah. He can come up and hug up to the aldermans about it.
Bigger problems, but I just don't see
Yeah.
what the. I think it'd be a great opportunity to put.
Yeah.
Those, I think it'd look cool.
Financially, they missed the boat there. Somebody wasn't arguing the right side of that argument there. They could put up regulations around it so that there's not 78 in 2 square acres of land or something like that, or have so much distance in between them. But I mean, they really missed the boat economically on that.
You know who's not missing the boat is Ricky Shelton in Cookeville. Everything. I mean, goodness gracious.
I don't know who that is.
Ricky Shelton, the mayor. In
Yeah.
Cookeville. When they're look at the new,
Oh yeah,
that whole thing that they're working on. I mean, they got basically got their own little mini Providence over there with all the new shopping centers they
Yeah.
put in off of.
nice little area, I believe, and it probably should have put in some different stores over there.
I thought there was an odd mixture of.
That was an odd mixture, and not the top end stores, right? So I mean that they missed the opportunity, I believe, to put in the right thing there. But that may have been all that wanted to come or could legally put something in there. I don't know.
Now a lot of people are excited about it. I mean, a lot
Yeah.
of people are excited about the Ulta makeup store.
Yeah.
And I guess Five Guys came in over there. Is that right?
I don't know.
I think Five Guys did Chipotle. I've never been to a Chipotle. The Panera Bread. I think there's a lot of stuff that came.
There's a Panda Express over there.
Maybe I'm thinking about Panda instead of Panera. I don't know.
No, there's a Panera Bread there too.
Okay.
Yeah.
I've only been to Academy.
Yeah,
there, which
I'm
I'm loving the Academy.
The
Sports.
Academy Sports is fantastic. It's
Yeah.
huge.
I'm surprised.
A lot of stuff in
I'm
it.
surprised Dunham's is still open.
Yeah,
to
let's
this.
probably just give that a little time. Probably
Yeah.
2020 might see a new
Yeah.
change over there too.
I hope it doesn't affect Hibbett Sports. I like having the small guy in town too.
I feel like they've been on their way out for a hot minute.
Well, they're higher than hell.
Yeah.
That's why you can.
They've already closed one of them down, haven't there? Wasn't there 2 of them? Is that one over there off of Washington still open?
Willow.
Well, there's a Hibbett over there
There's
at
one-
Walmart, and then
there's one on Jackson.
Jackson. Yeah,
That's the only one I go to is one on Jackson. Yeah, it's still open. I don't know. I just think it's high. You can go find a pair of shoes there for
$170, and then go over across the Dunhams and get them for $110.
or especially like the mall. If you go to Nashville, you can always find shoes cheaper.
Yeah,
But I mean, whatever. But
yeah,
I like it. But now they announced this past week something I will definitely be hitting up because I'm a kid. I refuse to grow up. The Infinite Entertainment coming this fall, and it's going to be.
Did you say kind of like a Dave and Buster's?
Yeah, it's what it sounds like. It's going to have bowling, laser tag, arcade, bumper cars, restaurant, and bar. So yeah, it sounds like a kind of like a Dave and Buster's,
Yeah,
or like Opry Mills.
yeah,
It has all that stuff. But I mean, I love doing all that. I'm not a bumper car. I'm not much on bumper cars, but if I won a lottery, I would have an arcade in my house. I would have the basketball shooting. I'd have a Jurassic Park. I love sitting there and playing that Jurassic Park game.
yeah. That doesn't bode well for the old bowling alley.
I wouldn't think so.
No, I wouldn't imagine so.
I wouldn't.
The bowling leagues will probably stay at the old bowling alley, but I would imagine that everyone else will go to that one.
I think so. I mean, but
Kids' parties maybe still over at the old one because there won't be anybody there that you have to watch and worry about.
yeah. I mean, it'd probably hard to get into this place, but
Yeah.
I think it's a part of me that remembers Cookeville. And I know we're not very old, but I mean, when we moved there in 02 and 03, how you could get around town so easily and there was
Yeah.
no traffic and it's just, it was a little small college town and now it's blowing up to big proportions. And
Hey, that the ad that come out back, or not ad, but that thing that come out back probably 2 years ago now, where it said Cookeville was one of the poorest places in the United States, or the worst places in the United States. Somebody took that as an offense.
Yeah, I guess so. I didn't see that.
It was I don't remember where I seen it. It was a news headline on Fox News at one point in time. But anyway, the even Tech is sprawling out. Man, they are building a huge new
Fitness
center over there.
Yeah, state of the art fitness center. So, and I didn't see anything wrong with the old one.
I didn't either. But they're probably going to turn that into either the basketball or the football. Probably the basketball sports complex. I would have to imagine. Because the football players and the baseball players have that other one they built over there behind the intramural fields.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. Big things happen for Cookeville, though. But
yeah, I like it.
I love it. I love going to Dave and Buster's.
I've never been to Dave and Buster's, but
shoot.
Chuck E. Cheese was the last place I went to that was anything like that.
Chuck E. Cheese sucks.
Except for Gatlinburg Gatlinburg has a real nice arcade that me and my wife frequent whenever we go up there.
I love arcades, man. I mean, I do. I remember going into high school and going to the one in Cookeville, the little game. They had sound. What was the sound shop? Then they had the arcade.
Yeah.
In the mall.
Yeah.
I always went there when I was in high school. So
Circuit City in there as well.
Circuit. Is that what they changed the sound shop to? Was Circuit City?
They changed the Circuit City to the sound shop, I believe.
I just remember it as a sound shop forever and ever. Because you could go there and get tickets for stuff. Back before the internet, back before scalpers screwed us all on every concert we went to, you could go to the sound shop and get tickets, and you still can go to Kroger. Nobody does, but you still go to Kroger to get tickets.
Oh, they're a Ticketmaster outlet or something like that.
So, but I love going to Dave and Buster's. Me and Waylon are going there for hours while Lindsay's shopping and fighting with Bayless.
Where are you seeing a Dave and Buster's at?
Upper Mills.
Oh,
shit, man! We hit that Jurassic Park and everything. I'm just a nerd.
Yeah, I'm a big kid at heart.
I've never had a beer in David. I hear adults all the time talking about letting their kids go and play at Dave and Buster's, and they'd sit there and drink beer while their kids play. No, I'm all up in those machines.
Yeah, I play video games all day.
Waylon, go over and get in line at that Ghostbusters booth. We're gonna get there and kill some ghosts. I'm a kid, man. I don't whatever.
For sure, I wouldn't just let my kids run around in any store in the Opera Mills.
I don't even let Waylon get away from me anymore.
Yeah, no.
I'm an uptight parent.
Yeah, I'm a helicopter parent for sure.
There was a big star, I guess, come through Cookeville last night. It's kind of crazy, man. I've been sleeping on him all year. I know it's not a tie back into sports, but Ja Morant
playing for Murray State.
Yeah, my sister and brother-in-law live in Murray State, and I've been completely unaware of this guy all year long. I haven't even been following him until recently. And Rinks messaged me last night, my buddy James Rinks, and he was like, "Are you there watching him?" And I didn't even know until earlier in the day they were going to be at Tech. And most exciting prospect not named Zion Williamson in the draft, says Mike Schmitz. This kid, Murray State, man, just 3 hours up the road in Murray, Kentucky, where my sister and brother-in-law live, that I frequent, and have not seen this kid play ball. And there he was in our backyard, and I missed it.
Huh. Oh, this is repeat playing from earlier.
But dude can get up, man. Look at this guy jump. He's posterizing
over
everybody.
People. Man.
He's 6'3" and jumped over this 6'8" guy. Now, the best dunk I've ever seen in my life, to this day, my 25 years of watching basketball, is Vince Carter in the 2000 Olympics jumping over 7'1", Frederick Weiss. But man, to be 6'3" and jump over 6'8", damn. These nuts on his forehead. Look at him. Bam. What'd you have for dinner today? A little penis in the head. Damn,
he's killing these kids. You know, I got on a kick of watching people play the other night. Mac McClung. Have you seen this guy?
Yeah, the white boy.
Yeah,
Georgetown.
Did he go to Georgetown? Is he already out of high school?
Yeah, he's.
Oh,
you hadn't heard much about him.
This coach told him he was going to Georgetown to sit, and I don't think he did. But anyway, he won the Ball is Life dunk contest.
Go to the college highlights, because I hadn't seen him in college much. I mean, he was coming out of high school You hadn't heard anything out of him, really. I hadn't heard anything about him because everybody's talking about Duke anytime you turn the TV. The Vols are number 1 ranked in the country, and you still can't. And nobody's giving them any credit for anything. All my friends that are on Twitter that are the big Vols supporters, I see them going off every time the Vols are playing because the announcer just give them no respect. I mean, that's normal.
Yeah.
Tennessee sports gets no respect anywhere.
White kid can jump and dunk.
Look at that.
Bam. Well, that guy tried to kick him on the way through. And I'll tell you another one that was interesting was Nico Mannion. Manion. He was an exciting player, too. I called him one of the best point guards in the country. He dropped 57 points on senior night.
Where's he playing?
I'm not sure where. His shirt says #overrated. That's pretty funny. These kids get a lot of crap. Nico Mannion. Effortless. Anybody that's interested in looking at these, Nikko or NICOMANNION is Nico Mannion, and Mac MACMCCLUNG Mac McClung. Panther High School. I don't know where that's at.
I'm pretty sure I'm going to regret not going to see Morant.
Yeah,
that was in Cookeville when
he was coming through.
Could have been there. Yeah, that's one of those ones you probably are going to regret saying he's. I mean, I remember when Cameron Payne came through a few years ago from Murray State. He was a big time scorer, and he's playing for the Cavaliers right now.
Mm-hmm.
But nowhere near the draft buzz. I mean, this guy's talking about being anywhere from the top 2 to 5. I mean, we go ahead and mark down Zion Williamson as your number 1 pick.
Yeah,
because he may not be the best overall player. R.J. Barrett may be the best overall player, and you got guys talking about
from the same school there too.
Yeah, you got Cam Reddish also.
Ain't that something that a Murray State kid is number 2 in the draft?
Yeah, I mean I guess the hype is pretty real about this kid.
I reckon.
Probably going to regret not going to see that one. I need to check out the Murray State schedule to see if I need to get up there and watch him play. But
yeah, I don't even see Mac McClung on here anywhere.
He'd probably stay. I mean, I wouldn't think he's good enough to be a one and done.
Oh, okay. Zion Williamson for sure is.
All those guys for Duke right there. R.J. Barrett came in. They've got him at
Cameron Reddish down there.
He had a little bit of a disappointing year, but I guess
7.
I guess when you go in like a guy like Reddish, who's probably, I'm sure a top option at his high school, and you come in your number 3 option on a college team, as good as Duke. I mean, Curtis Rich. There you go. There's your Duke reference. You asked when we were going to talk about Duke. We just talked about him. How exciting!
4 Duke players going in the top 30 probably.
Yeah,
pretty good team, ain't it?
You know who doesn't make good NBA players?
People from Duke.
So I hope they change the trend. Zion Williams he's got a chance to be really, really special. He's something that I've never seen. I know me and Anthony Buck was talking about this, and
Tennessee ranks number 1, and they've got one player, Admiral Schofield, that's in the top 60.
That'll change when Bone comes out.
Oh, is he just not declared for the draft yet?
Yeah. And he may not.
Huh.
This is pretty awesome. James Hatcher has invited me to Upper Cumberland Youth Sports on the on Facebook page.
Yeah, man.
So all I need is another Facebook group to be on.
Do you think?
Good idea, though, James.
Do you think New York Knicks is where Zion Williamson will stay, or do you think somebody will trade up and get that number 1 spot?
Now, the NBA you don't see trade ups as much in the NBA as you do NFL. NFL's crazy with trades trying to get that. But I mean, a lot of times NBA doesn't have that can't miss prospect.
Mm-hmm.
Just different. 2 games are just. I hope so. The Knicks need a good team. They just traded their best player, who's been out with injury the last couple of years.
Yeah,
Kristaps Porzingis. They just traded him to Dallas. So I'd love to see the Knicks good. I mean, the Knicks, much like the Lakers, teams in big markets, you want them to be good.
Yeah,
it's better. It's better. It's like when the Cowboys are good, the Yankees are good. You want your big market teams. I always like a good Cinderella story, like the Milwaukee Bucks have the most wins in the NBA.
Yeah,
because they have one of the best players, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Mm-hmm.
But It's just good when the New York teams and the storied franchises in the leagues are good. And New York's not been good in 20 years. I mean, the Knicks haven't been good since they went to the finals in '99. Haven't been good since.
You mean Carmelo Anthony didn't?
One of the most selfish players in the league.
Yeah.
And this is cool. Dirk Nowitzki's only averaging like 5 points a game this season in his 21st season with the Mavericks. And, of course, Wade with his last season. He's announced already, of course. It's his last season. They added him kind of as like tribute spots on the roster, Yeah.
Oh, to the All-Star game.
Yeah, neither one of them deserve to be. I mean, Wade's averaging 14 a game, which is good. I mean, considering, he's 35 years old.
How old is Dirk Nowitzki now?
He's
older than
old.
that.
He's old as dirt. But I mean, he's 21. He set the record 21 seasons with one team. Only player in history to do that. So I guess he passed probably Kareem. I don't know how long Kareem played with the Lakers.
Boy, he looks bad too, doesn't he?
Well, he's never been.
He's
pretty.
40. 7 foot tall German. He's probably not got many years left.
He's averaging 5 points a game. He needs to go on. You're done, Dirk. I mean, you're done.
Yeah.
And I was hoping I would get to see him actually because Luka Doncic, that rookie that they've drafted or traded for this year, he was playing lights out. He's doing crazy things.
Mm-hmm.
And was really hoping to go. I thought, well, I'll go to Memphis because they play there on a Sunday in April. Still possible I might, but my little sister-in-law, Mackenzie's getting married that weekend. I think it's the weekend she's getting married.
Mm-hmm.
So,
would you call Dirk Nowitzki a franchise player?
Yeah, he's been a franchise player for Dallas for many years. I mean, he got him a championship in 2011. He beat the Heat with Wade, Bosh, and LeBron in their first year together. So he's very good. I mean, I think when they drafted him in '98 out of Germany, I think they had no idea he would be as good as. I mean, he's a top like 6 scorer in the NBA history. He's got top 6, 7. He's even past Shaq, I think. Because he could hit a GD free throw. And look at this. Go back, right, go down a little bit. Games played, 82 game season. After the 98-99 was a shortened season, 52 games. He played 47 to 52. After that, 82, 82, 76, 80, 77, 78, 81, 78, 77, 81. So he's played no less than 53 games in his whole career. So, I mean, really durable. 12 and 13, I think that was 11 and 12 was a shortened season also. So he had an injury the next year. But, I mean, really durable career, averaging, over 20 points most of that.
2006, they go to the is that the year they won a championship?
They won in 11. 2006, they lost to Shaq and Dwayne Wade.
Okay.
Yeah, Hall of Fame career for sure. So pretty cool for the NBA. They get it. They to include those guys, they deserve it. They deserve a little bit of spotlight there on their last seasons.
So has Dirk said that it's going to be his last season, or is everybody just thinking it's going to be your last season?
He hasn't. But if your ass is averaging 5 points a game and you got
close.
A championship and you're a Hall of Famer, man, just go on.
Yeah,
just go on. You're taking a roster spot from somebody else at this point, just because of who you are. So
yeah.
Anyway, we'll wrap up. Where were we at?
We're about 50 minutes or so.
Damn, it's a short one.
Yeah.
I was only kidding when I said I was going to shortchange everybody today because it was pretty outside.
Yeah.
It is beautiful. Man needs to be out here shooting a gun, riding a rhino, drinking a cold beer if that's your thing.
Shooting a rhino, riding a what?
Shooting a rhino?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Taking a rhino pill? I don't know. Just kidding. Those are sex shop bands.
Yeah. I think you can go to the gas station over here near the bowling and get some if you need to.
Yeah. You don't trust them ones from the sex
those.
You don't trust them ones from the they don't trust them ones from the gas station. That's like your dope dealers saying you get all them drugs and you get it cut between 2 or 3 different people and stomped on, walked on, where them drug dealers talk about. By the time you get it, ain't no good. Yeah, that's what happens. I
think there's a lot of other stuff inside of those that you probably don't need in your body. I don't know that you need any of it in your body, but I think there's cocaine and meth and everything else in them whenever you get them.
I don't know.
I wouldn't go take a gas station
sex pill
and then take a drug test. Well,
I'd say if
before we go,
I wasn't done really.
Jason Eady.
Oh, Jason Eady.
Yeah,
we're gonna talk about it.
I want you to tell everybody what you got left. Got tickets left?
We do, but I'm telling you, it's really up to my reservation of how many more I'm going to sell because I'm over what I said I wanted to really be at initially.
Yeah.
I talked to Jason, and he said we could go over that number if we had somebody running sound, which we do have somebody running sound. So
yeah.
limited tickets, and I mean that because I looked at my list. I counted my money this morning,
Mm-hmm.
updated my list, and you 20 or 30 that are my good friends that say they're buying tickets. I'm talking to you, Thad Johnson, Blake Johnson, Jeremy Mackey, James Hatcher, Jace Fraley and family. If y'all really want tickets, I will. I am saving tickets for you guys, but I need some what's the word I'm looking for?
I don't know.
Some affirmation.
Some affirmation, yeah.
That
you're coming.
That you're coming because
there's people that want to go. I've got 8.
Yeah.
That's talking about it right now.
On top of the 6?
No, 6 plus 2 more maybe.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I mean, and they've got tickets. I forgot actually to factor them in. I meant to write his 6 in. Really good. And I do want to kind of address some stuff. People keep texting me and asking me because they've heard us talk about the Pope. One guy said, "Well, what was the scene like at Pope? Was it a big party, or was it kind of a laid back?" And people said, and other people think they said, "What was the big problem that happened?" I do want to kind of dispel a lot of that. It wasn't a big party.
No,
it wasn't a big party at all. It was the people that sat up front and listened to music. Everybody was pretty calm, and it was a listening party for those guys.
Yeah.
I don't want to say everybody was as bad as maybe as we tend to do on this show. We kind of exaggerate a little bit. The building is just such to where you talk, it echoes, and people were there to support, but not everybody was there to listen.
Right.
And when you get a few people talking like you're going to get anywhere, it just carried more so.
Yeah.
So it ain't like everybody was running around. You had one or two particular people that might have been knowing it a little too much and a little rude. But I mean, you can for sure we're pushing it now. I will say this probably every week until we get there. I'm going to be insulted if Jason Eady's up there telling his stories and talking about why he wrote this song and his wife's talking about songs. If we're going to have a bunch of people, and honestly, I've made my money. I've covered Jason Eady, and I'm in the plus sign right now. I don't care if anybody else buys a ticket or not. Right. This is one of my top 5 favorite musicians. We're able to bring him to Gainesboro. He doesn't play Tennessee much less Gainesboro. I want it to be
intimate.
I want it to be nice and respectful and intimate. And this ain't about making money. This is about doing something really cool and people that appreciate his music, that kind of music. That's what it's all about. And they were in Key West at the
zero mile
mile zero or something. I can't remember. Let me look it up. But I also want to give a couple of rehashes of savingcountrymusic.com is an account that I follow pretty regular. And if it gives you any kind of how special these two musicians are, you have Jamie Lynn Wilson and Courtney Patton up here singing. The account from Saving Country Music said, "You'd be hard-pressed to find 2 better songwriters than Jamie Lynn Wilson and Courtney Patton. But you should hear them ripping into Dwight Yoakam's guitars and Cadillacs with a couple of belts in them and backed up by twin steel guitars, Jason Eady and the boys from Mike and the Moon Pies." That was at the Mile Zero Key West Festival. And then just yesterday, they put out a picture of Jason, and it said, "When Jason Eady puts pen to paper or plucks wire and wood, country music magic ensues. He can hush a rowdy crowd and make them weep, or take a mild crowd and make them roar." So, I mean, if a big count like SavingCountryMusic.com is putting those guys over, we got a really good situation brewing out on March 2nd. So just come, be respectful. Eat damn JB's barbecued. Have you some fun. I mean, we ain't going to church here, despite the pews that you're going to see. Okay, we're going to have a good time, but just please be respectful. It didn't turn into a big crap show like last time. We give people a hard time, but it's just the building that carries. But again, I hate to beat a dead horse, but just please sit there and listen to the music, have a good time, be respectful. Yeah. But it wasn't a big party. It wasn't like it was a big. No, I wouldn't say that. It
wasn't a hoopla or anything.
Nah, it was maybe blown out of proportion. But come have fun. Just act like you've been in public before. Hellfire, ain't that hard? Maybe it is. I don't know.
It depends. It depends. Some people can't
Take it from some people. Stay out of the whiskey.
Yeah.
So
Did you say you had done another thing, or was that it?
No, that's it. Now you can do your wrap
up.
Yep.
So predictions for the Super Bowl. You're going to say that Tom Brady's going to lose 34-27. I think it's going to be the other way, and I'm not sure who the other person is. March 2nd, Jason Eady and his wife, Jackson County. Get your money in if you're gonna go. Need to know soon because we're gonna stop selling tickets before too much longer. And other than that, we love you. Have a good day.
Let's enjoy this sunshine. You enjoy
go outside.
You enjoy listening to us at work, traveling down the road. I'm not sacrificing any more of my pretty Sunday for you guys.
Everybody go outside.
I love you, but
listen to us later.
I'm going to shoot my pistol and ride my rhino, and
we love you.
Enjoy the Super Bowl.
Have a good day.
Bye.
Hey DK, I've got a small event coming up. I'm gonna have about I don't know, probably 50 people at it. I want to feed everybody.
Yeah.
What I was thinking, man, is I'm gonna get maybe some Chinese food or just get a bunch of boxes of food. You know what would be even better? Like I'm gonna go to Dairy Queen and McDonald's and Burger King. Just get a big stack of burgers, put them on a table,
like Donald Trump style.
Yeah. Just like that, just like I'm feeding Clemson, and have just pizzas and French fries and stuff. Like I'll get them. Yeah, because I'm gonna get them today, and then it's gonna be tomorrow. One of those type of deals.
Oh,
people like that. People eat like that.
Do they?
Yeah.
I'll tell you what you need to do.
Yeah.
I know a guy that does barbecue.
Yeah.
Like baked beans.
Yeah.
Coleslaw, like chicken, ribs.
Yeah.
Whole setup.
Yeah.
That's what you need to look into.
Yeah, that's cool. But what about like a spread of Mexican food? Some like refried baked beans that's been warmed up in the microwave, or some of those tacos. Where the cheese was hot at one point in time, but it's not anymore.
Are you trying to get these employees to quit?
No. People just really eat like that.
Because I know a guy.
Yeah.
Does barbecue.
Yeah.
He'll pull a big trailer up to your event, cook it right on the spot, hot, fresh.
Yeah. But then people got to go out to the grill and get it off the grill and stuff.
Oh no. This guy and his wife have a whole setup inside wherever your event is.
Yeah.
And they'll set it up and actually serve the people. They're not on government shutdown or strike or anything like that. So they'll actually come to your event, cook it fresh on the spot, and serve those guys.
So they'll pull the trailer up and cook it there, then bring it in and serve the people when they come through?
Yeah. His name's Barry Gore and Jeanette Gore, JB's Barbecue.
No kidding.
And they're local.
Really?
That's the move.
Oh, that's a lot better. That's a lot better. You know what? I was thinking, people just eat stuff like that. People eat warmed up cold pizza. They don't like that?
No.
No kidding.
Definitely JB's Barbecue's your answer for this.
JB's Barbecue.
That's Barry Gore.
Yeah.
931-349-0117.
Yeah, and he'll just show up, do all the cooking, and do all the work.
And bring your drinks.
No kidding. But we'll have to do all the cleanup and everything.
I'm pretty sure they do that. Actually, I know from a past event I just had about 2 weeks ago that they'll take care of everything for you.
No kidding.
Best in the business.
Well, shit.
Barry and Jeanette Gore, JB's Barbecue.
Shit, I'm going to call JB's.
Well,
what's the number again?
That's 931-349-0117.